Damn, he just like let it be known. Look, I'm not even about to address it. I'm gonna just, I don't got time to talk. Wow. He's saying I ain't got time to talk. We're gonna let you know what the fuck is going on right now. And that's what it is. They're gonna say straight up martial law. There's a clip of him in the thumbnail, I believe.
Debate. Do not allow them to deploy federal troops into here. Do not allow them to invoke the Insurrection Act. Do not allow them to declare martial law. Do not allow them to lie about the security and the decency of this state.
Damn,
The Insurrection Act of 1807 gives the president power to deploy the U.S. military, both active duty troops and the National Guard, to a domestic location in order to stop civil disorder, insurrection, or a rebellion against a federal or state authority.
We do not need this to escalate any further.
Meantime, Minneapolis leaders once again pleading for calm after another person was shot and injured by an ICE agent. That happened last night in the Hawthorne neighborhood of Minneapolis in the north side after federal officials say the agent was, quote, ambushed. And the shooting prompting even more protests late into the night. And Bill Keller joins us now live in Minneapolis with what we know about this development.
You're wrong for that, Reaper. I thought the guy on the side was mocking him. It's like, I can see some memes off of that. Hey, wrong for that shit. You wrong. You're going to hell, Reaper.
Do not allow them to deploy federal troops into here. Do not allow them to invoke the Insurrection Act. Do not allow them to...
Chill.
Live in Minneapolis with what we know about this developing story and new information. Bill, good morning.
Good morning. Well, that shooting certainly triggering a tense and chaotic scene in Minneapolis following another violent confrontation involving ICE agents. Last night's shooting happened really in a residential area. This is a neighborhood near Lyndale and 24th on the city's near north side.
Bro, I hate you. Made me laugh so hard, and then they got this whole thing going on. I'm not laughing at this. I promise y'all. But thank you for helping me make light of the situation, though. Real talk. I appreciate that. Thank you, Reaper. Some of this stuff is super depressing to watch. So yeah, that's why we said viewer discretion advised earlier. Because yeah, we're just getting into some of the current events showing on the media. Then we'll get into some hip hop stuff, some pop culture type of things, and then we're back into the games.
According to Homeland Security, ICE agents were conducting a traffic stop around 7 p.m. last night. They were targeting a man from Venezuela. They say was living in the U.S. illegally. They say he drove off, eventually crashing a parked car before running off on foot. DHS says that a federal officer tried to arrest the man, but he resisted, attacking that officer. Officials say there were two other people that came out of a nearby home also assaulting the officer. They used a shovel and a broom handle, we're told.
Oh, wow.
That's when the agent opened fire, striking the man in the leg. All three ran inside. We're told that the suspect was eventually taken to the hospital and is expected to recover.
Okay.
The two other alleged attackers were taken into custody. As for the officer who opened fire, he was also taken to the hospital and treated. Again, that's the information we're getting from Homeland Security. City leaders holding a news conference late last night to address the shooting.
American citizens, by the way, many of them, are terrified because American citizens are getting picked up off the street by people in masks. That's not the way things should be conducted in any city in America. That's not who we are. That's not America. So I'm calling for peace. Everybody has a role in achieving that peace.
Well, minutes after the shooting happened, protesters began gathering at the scene. Minneapolis police say demonstrations then turned violent. They say people were throwing fireworks, rocks, ice chunks at both police and federal agents. Officers eventually used tear gas to try and disperse the crowd. And during that chaos, one man tells us that ICE agents targeted his vehicle. While his 6 young kids were inside, he says there was a flashbang that was powerful enough to set off his airbags.
Officers threw flashbangs and tear gas in my car.
Yeah, it's like y'all shouldn't even be out there, boy. My friends, because bro, nah, the reasons why I discourage against it, because they're going, man, bro, they finna, man, they about to, They about to show. They about to show y'all what's up.
And made like I got 6 kids in the car. But my 6-month girl can't even breathe. My 2-year-old then flipped out the damn car. This was flipped over.
And it's like, again, what is y'all doing out there? And he brought the kids too. Damn, bro. You shouldn't have brought the kids out there, my boy. Y'all tripping. And where's the kids at now? See, we gotta do what's right. We gotta do what's right. Not the way you do it, man. That's crazy. I'm saying, no, it's not the way you do it, fam. Alrighty, bro. It's not the way you do it, fam.
I feel a tear gas. I'm trying to pull my kid out the car.
Yeah, that man says that his family was trying to leave the area when they were attacked. His wife tells Fox 9 their 6-month-old infant had stopped breathing and went unconscious. They were transported by ambulance to a hospital. They are home this morning recovering. Back to you.
All right, Bill Keller for us. They're live in Minneapolis. Thank you.
Just coming up on 8:08. And
maybe they was just trying to get out. Like he was just living. Maybe he lived around the place. But I'm like, damn, if y'all lived around the place, why did you stop next to the protest to stop and take the video? And then, the reason why I say family, that shit ain't ever gonna work is because you got so many people that could just pay to have. They can just pay to have whatever criminal elements they want, do whatever that they want. Even if your movement, y'all get on there, perfectly planned it out, and everybody's like has a registration form as to who's supposed to be participating in the protest and then what actions you're supposed to do. Y'all sign all the proper documents and everybody's like, hey, we're just going to do this. If X person does something against our code, then you're no longer associated with our group and we're, have some other, until they can have something like that. Even if they did have something like that, you would still have the potential for other groups or somebody else who's counter whatever you're trying to push to come in, act like he's one of them, start some bullshit. It's just not the most effective way to get the point across. Plus, if you're like a real patriot or American citizen or really concerned with, I don't know, bro. It makes the world look bad on a world stage. Whenever we have like those type of riots, or when we're showing that democracy, we're showing the cracks in democracy, then shoot. Low key, you're helping. You're not helping. You ain't helping. The investors don't like this shit. The motherfuckers who own the national debt don't like this shit.
At 8 this morning, Minnesotans who rely on SNAP benefits will continue getting their benefits after the Trump administration tried to block USDA funding to Minnesota.
A federal judge blocking the president's move yesterday, but this fight is far from over. Chinu Hurd joins us now from the Live Center with what we now know and what this means. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, those recipients will continue getting their benefits for now, but we do know about 100,000 Minnesotans rely on SNAP.
So they still getting their benefits. That's good. God bless them. What y'all think, though? You think, am I wrong? Do you think there's actually something to be gained with the protests? Could they still get it off? Should we still be protesting to get the things that we want from the government? Am I missing something? Yeah, let me know in the comment section on the YouTube. About to hop into the next one. Much love. Peace.